you say, James, potentially final map of the night. We've not had a day with 2-2-0s, Harry, so this would be, you know, uncalled
One for the history books.
Maybe
so. That's what they call it. I don't know who they are, but they're out there and they're writing everything. Why aren't we worried about that? Who writes history books? Hugo, have you ever met the man making history?
No.
Well, there we go then.
Could be anyone.
Could be anyone. Don't believe what you read anywhere.
But believe what you hear, because Fnatic and North's second map is going live right now. Inferno is on. Harry's under the desk having a bit of a, I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Breakdown.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. And this round, let's break this one down as we take a look at this. AZ and Gade picking up the utility for the CT side. He's got that kit. So
Molotovs.
Yeah, ooh, double molly for Fnatic. Not the most common thing. To me, that suggests the B-side play. You've got Molotovs to get rid of players in oranges. You can get rid of players on emo. You can Molotov the boost. There's so many options open to you. And so that does look to be the decision. 2 smokes as well, the perfect amount for coffins and for the cross. So this player inside of the site has backed away through those offensive smokes that have gone down, and this should end up in a 5-on-5 retake unless JW does a JW thing.
Yeah,
and he does.
Smokes. What? That nade goes inside the coffin. That is obscene. More smoke pushing. Trading works for JW, and he's not done just yet. Oh, JW taking another fight. Kierby deep in CT, and JW swapping out to the USP. This is just the round, isn't it? JW's going for 5 kills. Oh, his team are ruining the day for him. Yugi backing up so he doesn't get slashed, and JW, he's going for it. He's wrapping the CT spawn to cut Yugi's rotation route off.
Oh, I love him, man. He's the, he's like our, I'm trying to think, I don't know, I can't think of any. He can be like Ghostface or something, you know? He's got the knife out and he's looking for it, but the knife never comes in. See, where we see a smoke grenade, JW sees a doorway that no one else is utilizing, and that's what you've got to love about that, man. 3 kills from him in the pistol. He gets off to a good start, and that's locked in now for Fnatic. I like that one as well. You see the double smokes purchased up alongside 2 Molotovs. Not the most common buy over on Inferno, but it works nicely for them there.
Yeah, triple AK in round number 2. I love rifle buys when you're up against, you know, an almost guaranteed force, and that's what North have brought to the table. Pretty common CT Inferno. They'll get an SMG, but JW trades through the smoke, so 1 for 1. Gade, he's got bottom banana. That can allow for a 3-man A setup, but they're actually going to rotate another one towards B. Maybe not necessary, and maybe come to regret as Fnatic take over that A site. JW catches Gade going through, but the trade is in, and the deaths are all over the place. It's mainly Cajun left alone. He's found himself an AK at bottom mid, but other than a potential save, there's not a lot he can do in this round, and Golden is coming in from that CT spawn to finish things off. Cajun, where does he go? Back towards the T spawn. Don't know if that was seen by Crims or not. Doesn't seem to be the case. Cajun should be able to get away with this gun, at least for now.
Where do you keep your Cajun seasoning? In the kitchen. So this should be an obvious one, really, if you think about it. If you're Fnatic, you should know where Cajun is. He's actually trying to get in the shelf. He's
drinking all the bleach.
It's nutritious, it's delicious, but I think it's one that we should stay away from. Cajun. Oh. Are they going to raid the pantry? No, are they going to find him? No, they're not. Oh, ooh.
Pretty close.
Close, but no cigar.
Can't smoke indoors. And Cajun will take that gun into the next round, but it is still a force buy for North that doesn't really have too many implications. 2 kills and a gun saved. Got to be an eco in this one, so pressure really is on Cajun to get something done with that weapon. He's got a smoke still. Gade's gone for a nade, trying to soften up the B targets. That's good. That's a really good nade. Flusher and Golden both getting tagged significantly, and Cajun's pushed the apartments as well. That spam is not coming through onto the right side of the wall, so Cajun gets deep for free. JW, oh, he's going down to the deagle. That is uncalled for. North starting things off with a pick. Cajun's come in to help with Boiler, but that's been mollied as well. And Crims, well, that spam is certainly going to be one that works wonders. Fnatic.
Ugh.
back in a 4-on-4 and going towards his B bomb site.
That just feels disgusting if you're Kirby. That's not even a wallbang spot. Crims just sprays through and gets him in the apartments. And now this B play, but North, they've read this one well, Hugo. They've got 3 players here. However, that rifle is not one of them. These pistols have to hold the line, and AZ giving it his all, but that is not enough. Cajun B, 1v3, it rhymes, so maybe it was meant to be. This time not the case, as Brolin will shoot him in the face. Fnatic up 3-0. And I'm glad that I don't have to rhyme anymore. That round comes to an end.
Could have said close, and that would have rhymed.
I know. But sometimes the art is in not rhyming.
Yeah, you should stick to that. Not rhyming. 3-0 start to Fnatic.
That's one of my talents.
Yeah.
Not rhyming. It's, you know, pretty common, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that one. Yeah, that is just talking, isn't it? I realise that.
Yugi is on the AWP, Harry. The AWP. We didn't really see much of it back on Nuke. He's got no armor, though, this time. And, oh, Fnatic, they're going fast. JW just running up top mid with an AWP. No fear. Maybe he should have had some. Nade's going to do good damage. That molly from Flusher keeping the CTs out of Banana. They don't want to let him get away for free, so that Nade does put him down to 50. This molly from Golden is going to be a potential problem for Cajun B. Yeah, he's going to have to smoke and get out of there, but does escape safely. Takes some damage on the way out. Wait, is that actually a wallbang? Crims just spammed through that little doorway in the apartments to get to back apps. I guess that makes sense. I've just never seen anyone get a kill from that position. Don't know why it wouldn't work. Either way, Kiebi's playing safely on the cart, and Fnatic do have top B now as North have been pushed all the way back, going for this boost near New Box. Yugi's still holding down long, and actually Cajun's going to opt to rotate with so much noise being made towards B, and now Fnatic being silent in mid and apartments. North making a good gamble, and Cajun's now here with a Molotov. It will be needed as the smokes rain in.
All this utility is going to go in towards the B site at that 30-second mark. Double Molotov response from North holds back this push, and Brolin alone over in mid, looking to come in late, try and cut off some of these rotations.
Ooh.
That relies, however, on this bomb getting into the site. Flushes deep within CT and having his own engagement versus Cajun. JW's followed up on Oazy. There's 10 seconds left as JW locking in another round for the Swedes. Yugi and Kirby, they've just got to save. They leave that one down to the wire on the side of Fnatic. It looked like North had read that well. They had players there. They had the Molotovs to hold it back. But JW looking very at home here on Inferno, and that is a worrying sign of the times if you're North. One man on this squad who you don't want to have having a good time if you can avoid it is JW. He's already going for knife kills. He's already going for smoke charges. That round there, he's shut down 2 and pretty much single-handedly locks in a round for Fnatic.
I mean, he was going for knives in the pistol. So, you know, JW came into this map hot. That's what you know. And he will close it hot. 4 rounds for Fnatic. North not in this one just yet. At least not numerically. They have 0, Harry. That's not the number you want on your screens, at least not if you're a North fan right now. AWP is saved. We need to see Yugi in more playmaker positions. He can't afford to sit back and relax and let Fnatic come to him. I'd love to see him try and take a spawn down banana, for example, if he gets it, and he does. No armor, though, and that actually is a bit of a problem, to be honest. He had to drop a gun over. That's left him Kevlar-less. Smoke can go out for that car molly. Round close to the wall, and nothing there. Flusher spotted on the cross, and Yugi, it's a risky one, 3rd time. Lucky, he's hit the headshot. Great work. Cajun, oh my lord, what? I'm going to need that on replay. Yeah. Sorry, throwing production under the bus. Yeah. Brolin!
Cue this up. Cue this man up, because look at him go. Look at him go. There's no stopping Brolin. Gade's trying to apply the brakes, but he just gets shot in the back. And this round's over. Brolin is just the fastest man in the world. And he's barely even a man.
It's like those nuke entries, just running outdoor and getting 3 kills with the Krieg. Brolin, that was like the fastest 180 in all of humankind.
Hiko would like a word.
Yes, that's fair, that's fair. Brolin,
but man, that's
are you kidding
there,
me?
Yeah. And to think Brolin is a young talent who came through gamers, man. That kind of almost like reality TV show vibe, right? Where they tried to build up those teams. He's one of the guys who stuck around and is just looking to be invaluable. back on Nuke. He was topping the charts here. I mean, he's not top of the board, but it's still early days, and he's trying his damnedest to catch up with JW. That was just such a sick flick. Brolin is a delight to watch. And his ability to make plays, his understanding of the game, incredible when you consider how old this man is.
Look at this. Oh, he's not even looking at him. He's just holding left click and spinning that mouse. That is a turn bind that, you know, Rush would be jealous of. Oh. Hitting that C key ASAP 5-0 for Fnatic. And, well, at least Yugi has the AWP. But again, it's armorless here, Harry. He can't catch a break, can he? Got the pick in the last round, although that made very little difference on the A site. AZ having to molly off this fast B play, or at least attempted fast B play from Fnatic. Golden's just going to smoke it off and go right through it. I'm loving the pace that Fnatic is setting coming into this map. They really just don't care. They're a map up. Nothing on the line. They just want to show how good they really are, and this roster is terrifying, Harry. And many people said after Malmo it would be a fluke, it'd be a one-off. And obviously I don't want to read too much into, you know, a map in 5 rounds of a best of 3 against North, but Fnatic right now look very comfortable.
They really do, and this is a team that I very much believe that the better they do, the better they'll become as well, right? They're very much... it's always felt like...
This is a team that disbanded because it was too easy, Harry. So remember that.
Yeah, I just mean, you know, like, you think about the kind of players that they are and how they like to play, and everyone has these abilities to have these huge playmaking moments. You're just not shy on that on this Fnatic side. This round, they try and get past Yugi over at long. Now, that flash goes a little too deep to blind the player on Arch. That's Golden. Already removed from the round. Ooh. Nice peek there from AZ. Just burst down Flusher before he even has an idea as to what's going on. And JW now homed in on the angle, trying to get that trade. Not going to pick that one up. Continuing to push in, and AZ's just very, very fast. I don't know where this has come from. He's going to shut down 3. So if we can see him continue this, if we can see a couple of players on North rising to the occasion now as well, this could be looking up still.
One thing for Fnatic that's important, not to get ahead of yourselves, right? A lot of these rounds are coming off of crazy solo individual plays, but Fnatic just sending players dry into that B bomb site. At least the first peak. Had the smoke down on Coffin, but AZ with no fear to jump above it, and he will take North's first round. That's what we needed. Yugi on this AWP again. Deep molly down middle. Will he play off the back? He will, but JW is one step ahead, already fast past it. Golden going to run through a smoke. Flashes there. JW burns in the Molotov eventually down to 4 health, but at least they have that pick and another from Flusher. AZ dying in the banana. It's getting dire for North. 5-on-3. Fnatic, they can just slow things down and back up, and that seems to be the case. Walking back up banana, trying to push Gate off. Cajun's been picked up on A. That opens up the CT spawn. Golden may as well just wrap and take control towards his B bomb site. Brolin being the safety insurance, making sure there's no rotate here from Kierby. And Gade, he's got to get this kill or the round is done. And there it is. Fnatic have opened up B.
Yeah, and for Brolin, that's the end of his wrap. Over in CT spawn, he'll stay. Brolin, not going to let Kierby get away. And that's a 6-1 lead for Fnatic. 5 players staying alive in that round, so the victory for North is short-lived. I don't even... I always used to, you know, whenever you used to watch the old Fnatic players all feeling all back in their prime, they were unstoppable. And you're almost getting real memories of that live on screen in this game. We're seeing a vintage Fnatic mixed with the new blood of Brolin. New, you know, being an operative word there in comparison to how seasoned the other players are. And it is a treat to watch. This group of the Pro League is, I think, my favorite group.
I agree.
It's got 3 incredible teams in, mixed with then Aristocracy coming in, I think, as the massive underdogs of the group.
Yeah, sure.
However, we saw a lot of promise from them earlier, and last season at Pro League, they really did surprise us. They were in a similar spot there. They were in one of the groups of death that were floating around that season, and they've always been able to at least challenge these teams, and that's what I think we're really going to see out of this. I think it's going to be these ferocious games, and maybe even a few more surprises, at least left in store in this one. It's still early days, right?
They made Astralis work for that nuke win. They got like 12 rounds, so I'm interested in seeing them face these two other rosters. For now, though, top B has been taken. Gade and AZ just getting out of Banana as Flusha comes around the corner, and he might be able to catch him. Oh, they're waiting for utility, and he's just walked right in. Gade hadn't set up to defend his teammate in time. Luckily the follow-up rather from Flusha doesn't come through. AZ still alive at the back of the site. Spam from Brolin trying to catch that reaggressing AWP. This boost could be everything for North. Yugi's hiding behind that pillar, scared of a spam. Oh, he's walked through the smoke, and Kiebi, perfect spray control, 2 kills. AWP is dropped as well for JW. Resmoke on B keeps Fnatic out of this part of the map, and well, Crims has got to try and push these players back.
Golden? Yeah, a bit overzealous, runs through the smoke, tries to blindside the players inside of B, and it's not going to work. Crims 1v4, bomb still down at T ramp. Even if he gets these 2 kills on A, there's no way he wins this round. There's just no time. So Crims, how much damage can he do? That's what he's looking for now.
Look at Kiebi, man.
No one's given him anything. So he'll look to hold on to the AK. Doesn't get away with it, however. North, the second round. Last time we saw them manage one, it was an instant round win back from Fnatic. They can't afford to have that happen again. If they want to dig themselves out of this hole on the CT side, you have to start to win some rounds consecutively.
Nice play from Kiebi as well, just creeping through that short smoke. Getting a couple of kills and really softening up that A attack for Fnatic. Now the AWPs are back out. Yugi's got armor. JW's got his. Holding for that mid-cross. Yugi's got Banana though, and great shot. Blinded in the molly. He gets away with that frag. Golden's gone. Molly should push Yugi back once again. He wants to take a couple of pot shots through the wall, but Fnatic are running a mid in the meantime. Brolin, he's just so good at these entries. No one can stop him. Gade might need to try, but he's got to rotate back in. Already out of the archway, coming back through library. Delayed smoke for JW. So Gade's in position by now. JW waiting for that repeat, and he should hit this shot every day of the week. Gade's gone. Only one man on A. Kiebi's got to hold on to it alone. And take a look at Flusha as well.
Yeah, there's a chance his smoke push could try and come through from AZ. He hopes that these players have already crossed long and are focusing instead on Kiebi. That's brutal. He's been so patient, just waiting there all around. And now we finally get to see this flank from Flusha come in. And it will look to activate, trying to get that AWP out the hands of Yugi. The tragedy of Yugi in this matchup is that he's been finding the opening picks on the AWP where he's been going, but then they just go somewhere else and he doesn't really get to play into these rounds. So they've done a great job of nullifying this CT side AWP. Because think about it, whenever we've seen it come in and actually play into a round, Yugi's been holding his own. He's been looking all right. As is the way, though, with CT side Inferno. Sometimes you can just feel like you're getting locked out of rounds, always retaking, always having to play into those, 2 or 3vx scenarios. And sadly, it does end up with a save having to occur a lot of the times. And with Fnatic being the team you're up against, they are not ever the sort to let you hold on to things. They will always go hunting. A lot of the time, even if it isn't worth it, they just love kills.
Who can blame them? 7-2, right after they lose a round, they pick the follow-up up, as you said, Harry. They did it once and they've done it again. Now Flash is going to be Gade. And they have 5 smokes here from North. North being very delayed with this utility as well. I like it. Ooh, that's not a good smoke. Golden, more than a gap. He's got a hallway, mate. He is in the B-bomb site, and no one is going to know. Gade tries to strafe out, thinking it's smoked. Golden is already there. There's a flash. It is at least followed up on by AZ, who can't get the gun. It's deep. His teammate has rotated to smoke off Banana and make his life slightly easier. Fnatic considering getting out of here, but JW will send them back in with a kill. Now Flusha can start to move up with him as well. Yugi's taken position by the coffins. They might not expect this, but a jiggle does give information to JW. And it seems like Fnatic are just going to walk into this site, even with another smoke that, again, has a huge gap. And Fnatic, no fear of it. 30 seconds, another rotate coming back in the form of Cajun. Kiebi with an apps push won't matter with JW hitting shots like that, and Cajun getting caught out by Flusha, who's already in CT spawn, obviously. It's 7-2. It's now 8-2, Harry. Kiebi, he's on damage control.
You know, you see JW walking to a bomb site like that, getting kills versus players like Cajun and things. You feel like maybe you're watching a VOD back from like 2015, 2016 almost. I mean, this is a vintage JW that we're seeing in the server. And that's the thing, one of the guys that we often talked about in this Fnatic squad once that split up occurred, and you know, for the longest time was Crims as the star. Well, he doesn't need to be that in this matchup. Feels like we're seeing him have to fall back into his own support, his old support player ways. Not even getting a chance at kills in these rounds, poor guy. But they're getting the round wins anyway, and they're keeping them so clean. That's the most impressive thing, right? Every time North get around, Fnatic are straight back in with one of their own, and it's always with, you know, 4 players surviving, it feels like. There's just so much money for the Swedes. If you're North, the one avenue that you often have to get back into games is by bringing your opponent's economy down. They don't really have that, right? You're approaching the end of this first half. You're really going to have to grind your way to a good scoreline now if you're North.
Molotovs and Banana here for North. That could be a good nade. Ooh, tagging gain, not too significant, but every little bit helps here at this point for Fnatic. Crims is deep in the apartments, a position that we've not really seen exploited by this Swedish side just yet, but Kiebi is watching for it nonetheless. Very ready for this peak. Crims will not give it to him though. Patient are Fnatic. Not in a rush to take this first gunfight. Just trying to feel out where North are playing and get that utility out of their hands. This is going to be a running molly for Brolin towards a short. That should clear up Porchway. Actually pushes the AWP back. That's very nice. Yugi's gone back towards the site. Crims is hoping he can get that kill, but Yugi staying in front of the apartments, and JW now taking up an angle with the AWP. He's watching up, and Yugi will take him down. Crims now, can he find a kill out of the apartments? That would be a perfect time for it. Flushes, meanwhile, holding the top of B. Crims has had enough. He's out. And Fnatic maybe struggling to decide where they want to go with this play. Smokes are landing over on long and short side out through cart, but that bomb is backing up, and Brolin, he's got himself into CT. This is a big play for Fnatic, and they're going to double back. They're going to go back up long with everyone going into this position.
Yeah, this is got to be the A play, though. 20 seconds. They don't have time to wrap B anymore. That ship has sailed in spite of that forward position that they're able to get. Brolin.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
dear.
They're all coming up. They're all coming up in favor of that young man. But finally, Kiebi from down in the pit gives us something to cheer about for North. 2 kills. He stood the test of time, and now it is just Golden left up in the 1v3 inside of this site. Strafes out, and while he does get one, the trade found almost immediately. You think maybe Brolin's done enough with those 2 entries, but they're just not able to deal with Kiebi down in the pit. So that will be the defuse found for North. They're just looking for that AWP. Oh, they're looking for both of them, I think. Yeah. There we go. So the double AWP's carried forward. We're going to get to see that bought out for North. First time they've had access to it. That's courtesy of JW.
Yeah, the double AWP could be something nice for North near at the end of the half, right? You mentioned this before. Yugi had been doing a good job of getting opening kills, especially on that B-bomb site, but it just seemed like those kills were never really capitalized on here by North. Well, now they've got an opportunity to get even more. Obviously, that's assuming JW doesn't take him down. He's got his own up banana. Ollie at car. AZ's here, and JW is so fast and even more furious. Nice nade in response from North, but at this point, who really cares? It's a man advantage. Gade with, again, a missed smoke. That one landing in the molly and therefore blooming early. And not to the favor of North. Cajun going to go through his CT smoke, try and find an angle. Golden is taking his time, though. JW looking for this AWP kill. That smoke will cut him off. One successfully landing for North. Do Fnatic just Hail Mary into the site with the advantage? It looked like they wanted to, but starting to back up and make sure their flank is covered. North with 2 here. Cajun's still got a molly for it as well, and I feel like Fnatic going to start to spread out. You can see Golden already back at ramp. It's only to check mid, though, so it will just be that full B commitment at the minute mark.
That Molotov, there you go,
Lucky,
nailed
Harry.
it.
Yeah.
I just missed the button 3 times. Let's see how this push goes down. The Molotov was enough to deny things. However, Agent trying to deliver even more, has put a short stop to this push and at least made this feel doable. But through the smoke there, I'm pretty sure that's Yugi brought down to 4 points of health. Another save has to be called in for North, and that's kind of heartbreaking. You believe that maybe Cajun has done enough in that round to spur them on, but that damage getting found through the smoke is just the deciding factor. Saying that, I mean, Kirby hadn't even began rotating rounds, so...
I think Yugi's lucky. If he doesn't get spammed by Krins and sent on a rotation, JW was above boost with the AWP. He was watching CT. If Yugi goes any wider, he's dead immediately. So, you know, forced out of the site, yes, but also at least he keeps that AWP. North brought 2 into this round. AZ was, well, absolutely torn apart at top B. And at least Yugi saves his, but I'm really trying to find positives to draw from this game, Harry. 9-3 for Fnatic. The only positives here are the Swedes.
Yeah, one of the things that, you know, must feel so horrible going up against the Fnatic squad is the things that should work and the things that, you know, are like the fundamentals behind a lot of Counter-Strike just don't work against Fnatic some of the time. They've always been the lot to kind of do the unexpected. And here, you know, you see them trying to set AZ up towards top banana. JW just lines up that blinder of a shot, running through all the utility that North try and throw down just to slow down that one man. Tactical for North. Best they can hope for now is a 6-9 over on that CT side, so certainly not the results they were hoping for. For those of you who are just tuning in, Fnatic 1-0 up in this series after they bested North on Nuke, their map pick. Inferno, the map pick of the Swedes. And you can see why this scoreline is not making you feel confident in the North comeback. Krim's already getting up into the apartments, getting this foothold for Fnatic early on. Yugi's boosted up on top of the porch. So from there, from his watchtower, maybe he can get Krims over in the boiler.
Fnatic have liked to go long, and with no one there right now, that's a big opening. If they do manage to take it, then that CT split into B is so open. Yugi's going to have to fall off. He needs to wrap fast if they want to make up for this lost ground. Smoke is there right now to keep Fnatic out, and Yugi does get there in time, so it's okay for North. Don't need to worry about CT just yet, but Golden might make it a point. Molotov, that's going to land in the corner, pushing Yugi back, so now Fnatic gain this position. I wonder if Flusher will grab the bomb and take it up back banana. Go for one of these CT to B plays. Golden has found a timing. Now, North know this, but oh, that's an important kill. Yugi dropping JW. Does this wrap work for Golden? 20 seconds. He's got to go now. He's found it. Smoke fades. Brolin catches Cajun in the apartments. Kiebi, sole holder of this A site. The flash gets him, but the shot also. Flusher, big kill. He had the bomb, and he had to get it down with 10 seconds left. He will. 10 rounds now for Fnatic, as North surely got to call a save.
Yeah, I mean, what more can they do? And that's the thing. Saving hasn't really yielded them anything worth writing home about either. It just feels like you're not running into a brick wall. It's kind of a brick wall running at you. It's a very terrifying twist on that metaphor. And yeah, I mean, this is a 10th round for Fnatic, looking golden over on the T side.
Yes, he is. Saving the AWP, but AZ can find nothing. Oh, he got it. Long arms, Harry. That's something here for North, but we really are struggling to pull positives out of this one for them. Fnatic are just looking like such a team. And again, Yugi, more opening kills of the AWP that you know, ultimately have no consequence, ultimately do not matter, because Fnatic are still winning the round despite these early advantages. no one's really having a great game for North as well. Everyone's kind of doing fine, but that's not enough, clearly, with players like Brolin and JW just absolutely on another level.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, I'm imagining the T side should feel comparatively easier if you're North once again, you know. Here on the CT side of Inferno, as we're seeing, these initial kills are coming in, and then the other X amount of players are just having to save, not even really getting to play into the round. It feels like we're seeing half of the North roster getting to play around, and then the others just sit it out.
That's Inferno, man. Save City.
How? Brolin's in CT again. He keeps getting so deep. That... I mean, okay, yeah, the dink onto, I think that was Crims or JW, that was Crims, has maybe given North the means of finding something, right? A lot of these players are low. Brolin's CT position could do a hell of a lot, but it also might not amount to much. It really does depend on what sort of timing he can catch. And also how successful these Ts are out in top mid. Depends whether they want to have Brolin be here to cut off these playmakers, cut off these rotations, or if they want him to be the playmaker in this round, if they want him to be the man to open up. These players at short are going to get the attention of everybody, and now Brolin pounces. They're scratching their head. How is he here, they're wondering. Yugi's probably blaming the men on B. He has no clue how they've gotten so deep. Cajun and Kyobi have at least done what they can to try and salvage this round. But JW and Brolin, they've hauled that bomb into the site. They get it planted 2-on-2 and hardly any HP. This is the best chance that North have had it around in some time. And it's AZ, 1v2, trying to find these players, baits the shot from JW and does manage to get it at the very least. Now just Brolin, the Titan down in the pit. AZ, one shot is all that's required to get rid of him, and he's gone above into the graveyard. But Brolin is not missing a beat. 9 points of health, he gets the 1v1. Oh, Fnatic, oh, how I've missed you. They are looking so good. And this boy should just be the poster boy of Fnatic at this point. He's looking stellar.
Chad Birchall here again from the analyst desk. Just reporting in right now, Brolin and JW both have 5 multi-kills to their name. Normally the CT side is where you want to see those multi-kills come in, Harry, because you want to get those bomb sites locked down. But Fnatic here making their impact felt. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Chad. Yes, and you did see the Clip It Chad segment come up there, the little lower third. You can use the hashtag Clip It Chad if you want him to bring up around on the telestrator to help tell it straighter. I'm really trying to make that catch on.
I like that, you know, you're working for it. But there's not a lot of time for Chad to prepare his clips if Fnatic continue at this pace, a potential 12-3 half, as they have the money. JW forgot his gun. He just went back to spawn to pick it up. He had a P250 for the entire round. So that's funny, but he will eventually retrieve a weapon. And now Fnatic, are they just going to go for a flat B execute? Cajun has just rotated off. Gade and AZ, one smoke between them. That's all the utility on B. And no noise being made there either by Fnatic. They own the top of Banana, but they're putting pressure on A right now. Flusher, oh, he wanted that one tap so bad. AZ going to throw a smoke back in to keep Fnatic out, but he is lined up. Oh, that's close, that's close. Yugi, oh, going through the smoke with one. JW finds a timing out long, though. He's killed Cajun. That opens up this CT to B play. Flush has gone back to make sure they haven't pushed mid on the flank, and JW is dealt with. That's going to make this round hard for Fnatic. Gade is waiting for contact. AZ ready with a swing once that kill comes through, and there is a trade, but he's alone at the back of the bomb site. Yugi on rotation. CT not smoked off, and no utility for them to do it. Crim sits away right as he gets peeked. He's got to win a 2-1v1s, and with a crossfire, it's not looking easy, but Yugi's dead, and AZ to trade. North salvage around at the end of the half. 4 on the CT side. Is it enough? It's looking bleak. We're going to have to find out. Join us after the break for the second half.
hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return. Something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place.
Well, it's back into the nether portal we go, and after a ghastly performance from the north side, things are not looking great, unless you're a fan of Fnatic or Swedish Counter-Strike, because then you're probably having the time of your life. 11-4 up right now are Fnatic as they get into their CT side over here on Inferno. Already 1-0 up in this series. They're looking to make this a quick 2-0 if North will let them.
I don't think North have much to say in the matter at this point, Harry. Fnatic have just been bringing the heat and bringing the fight on all fronts. Brolin and JW absolutely going off right now. Crim's at 5 kills at halftime, and that's just because he's not seeing anyone at this point. North running up middle. Oh, it looked like it at least, but kind of sat back right now. It's AZ waiting, and oh, JW. Oh, that's a double peek. He almost had the read on that little headshot angle, but timing was off. It's going to be North going up Banana instead. Fnatic, 2 players here. They've got utility on Flasher as well, and goddamn, you know he's good with it. 2 nades for Fnatic. I think they're going to give up the site and try and grenade the bomb plant. That's a ballsy call from me. I don't know, but 2 grenades on the B site, this seems purposeful. Let's see what they got.
Oh, there we go. Smoke down. And let's see, Hugo, you've looked into your crystal ball. Let's see if you were right on this one. They get into the site. They were playing for this retake setup. They've got the nades going in now to try deny that bomb plant, and it's found a little bit of damage onto Yugi and Cajun. I don't think that was quite the result that...
It was an orange's plant. That's why Fnatic were lining it up for a coffin play, but North went for the blue plant. So I may be the smartest man alive, but
you actually might be.
You know, North smarter and avoiding that, but they can't avoid the bullets. Brolin's back in with a retake. Oh, that's getting spammy. Shots all over the place. I feel bad for the Observer. Gade and Kierby trying to hold on to this round. The bomb is so far ticked. Golden needs to get on that defuse right now, but he is going to have all the cover in the world, and the time won't be a problem. 12 rounds for Fnatic, and yeah, any hope for North picking up this series is starting to fall out of the window here. Chad is shaking his head. He's not happy. Chad, would you like to give us any thoughts?
Hang on, man. We're gonna actually, yeah, screw it. Let's bring Chad in. Let's bring Chadley into this one. Chad, join the discussion.
Sorry, guys. Just wanted to quickly bring this up. That plant, which Hugo rightly pointed out there, if you're going to play that, you want to make sure that you have more numbers dedicated towards the bomb site as opposed to Banana in those late stages, because you can see exactly what happened.
Well, it's always good having Chadner's insights. JW removed in this round. Nade to find some damage onto Kierby and AZ. First kill going the way of North has definitely spurred them towards this A site. They know they've weakened it. There's a rifle that now you can look to pick up as well. Crim's hidden in Boiler, but not for long. Roland, MP9 and a dream, and doubling down maybe gives Golden a chance back into this round. He's got a 1v2 available in the short term at this A site. Cajun still down towards the bottom of Banana. Stellar force spike from North. It's given them all the results they could have hoped for.
Cajun should have this kill. And there it is. Ah, you're welcome, Jakey. 5 rounds coming in from North. They've started it off, Harry. It's come in the second after losing the pistol, but at the end of the day, they are still a long way from victory lane and Fnatic. I would expect the force buy to come through right here, right now.
You also said you felt bad for the observers. Well, we can bring that man in. Jakey, we haven't had you on the on the airwaves before, and I think actually we're not going to bring you in now. Never mind. Oh, we can speak to him. Jakey, how you been finding this?
Oh, it's lovely. I mean, Fnatic, they're just running around, and I can just stick it on any of them, and they seem to get kills all over the place, you know?
Yeah, who's been your man to watch?
Oh, Brolin.
Brolin?
100%,
Yeah, I think that's been a pretty safe bet. We haven't really heard Jakey's voice much on the airwaves, so this is a welcome change.
Yeah, his face is actually banned from TV in 9 countries. That's why he's not here right now. Yeah, but you know, we have plausible deniability if it's just his voice. It's actually a really good impression artist.
Oh. Well, AZ's doing his best impression of Brolin over towards the B bomb site, and has just cut Golden down almost immediately. No attempt, no possibility to even go for a trade if you're Fnatic.
Might want that CT smoke. Gade getting the trade though and making it interesting. Now my draw rotates off of A, but JW is still hiding. And Gade, that's a misflash, but it won't matter. And actually, yeah, that's that rotate from JW coming through after all. At a very unfortunate timing for Fnatic, as North have taken long control. Just as JW was hiding behind that smoke, it fades, and Kierby seizes the moment, seizes the gap. Crims is about to walk into him backwards. He's turned around, he's got the info, but now North are looking to execute upon this bomb site. Smoke to try and give him some room to work, but that Apps play is coming through as well. Crims getting optimistic here. I like the play. He's jumping above. He's got a one-way. Kierby, he's dead. Crims can make this interesting. 20 seconds here. They need to get a plant down on the site. Crims waiting for the time to strike. They still haven't seen JW either, who's wrapping around as well. He's got a kill. Bottom's dropped. Crims has done it. It might still be winnable. Gade with so little HP and no time to get that plant in. He might have the kill, but the cross is being covered. Smoke or not, JW has a gap, and Gade is in the save. He's in the graveyard hole. This round is done.
How on earth does Crims...
He dies after time.
No, Gade as well. Even falling after time, that has now made North's woes that much more apparent. The money becomes a real problem for the Danes so late on in this matchup, and this could be their undoing. Crims, I do not know how he stays alive in that site so long. Just hide it on that smoke. I mean, he didn't even really move. He just held his ground at North. Falling apart at the seams. They've got this force by at least. Golden found over at Banana, but that is a stinker of a nade from Flusher. Ugh.
Wow. Yeah. What? Everyone's weak now, and you know all these guns that Fnatic have are pretty trash. So they are going to get ultimately better by the second with this damage done. JW doesn't realize someone's already crossed. And he's got to be careful. That's a kill, and 3 more players that are a one-shot to that scout. Gade potentially. He's going to grab those guns and get the hell out. And honestly, this is a scary situation to be in if you're North. you're very much relying on AZ, and he's left alone towards B. So North are looking to try and take the A site control, and AZ, your point man, best gun, most health, he's alone and only playing Lurk. And Fnatic are actually going to rotate into B. This is an over-rotation from Crims he doesn't know about just yet. Giving up long completely, gambling with Brolin, who, to be fair, probably can hold this site on his own, considering how well he's been playing, but he's got to do it with only an SMG. And Crims is coming back at the perfect time.
Oh, but AZ now showing his hand at B, and that's enough to keep Crims there. Brolin, this is all going to fall on his shoulders. He's not cracked under the pressure yet, but this flank, there's so many players about to barrel towards him. How on earth is this man expected to stay alive? That's the bomb dropped, and 7 seconds left. It's got to go down. No. They've got to grab it. They will, yeah, they just got it. They just got it. Half a second left as that bomb plant comes in. Cage.
Oh, that's a nade.
Just about staying alive. Dodges that nade. It's Flusher in the apartments to finally deal with the player in Graveyard, and now down in the pit. They still haven't been able to get rid of Brolin. And now Flusher's arrived as well, helping out even more. The retake comes through, and bear in mind, Brolin was in that pit from the start of the site take till the end of this site take. He doesn't go down, doing such a good job of anchoring this A site. They put so much pressure on him that round. They leave it all on the shoulders of Brolin, and he stands tall.
And Kiebi, I mean, he went wide on that balcony, trying to find an angle with a deagle, knowing that, okay, eventually, if I just stand on the edge of the railing, you know, Brolin, he only has to take a misstep in either direction, and I can see some leg, I can see some arm, I can get a shot off. And Kiebi waits the entire round, and Brolin just doesn't give him the kill. The only thing he does after getting that first frag onto Gade is throw a molly in the site, and even then, no one capitalizes. He just hides in the corner and waits for his team. Such heads-up play from someone who is so inexperienced in comparison to some of the gamers we have in the server. 21-6. Just not giving it up. He's just not having a break. And despite Fnatic going for a triple B setup when North were executing with 4 into A, that solo man is able to hold it. So 14-5 and another force for North. It's all they can really afford. Crims has spotted a gun in middle. Kiebi coming out through Boiler, and Crims gets that frag. Molly immediately down. JW shooting through smokes, and he's got a further molly. That will cut off the bomb. Yugi has to back up. Fnatic rotating Golden over. Only one man on B. They have the entirety of Banana to themselves. JW, second last bullet, getting that kill. Cajun and Yugi last alive. Just leave them alone. Stop standing in the smokes. North are getting spammed down, but they do have Kriegs now.
How on earth is this happening? It used to be the Danes with no smokes, apparently. That was the rumor. Well, now it looks like the Swedes, they've stolen that mantle. They're finding kills through them across the board, but Yugi getting that kill onto Brolin at least is afforded the chance at a 1v2. A bomb plant as well helped massively, but he needs the round, and he'll get it. 4 kills on Yugi, was having impact back in that CT side, and he'll continue having it here on the T side for North. Stellar stuff from him to find another round and deny map and series point the way of the Swedes. Will the victory be short-lived, though? That's the question. Every time we saw North get a round back in that first half, it was immediately cancelled out by the Fnatic side. They cannot afford to let that happen now, and they shouldn't. It's only pistols here for Fnatic, so there is a good chance at finding a 7th over in the North camp.
With a bit of an app setup here with 3. One of them being close outside. Crims gets spotted. Kiebi giving it up. Spam, but minimal damage from North. Just tried to push Fnatic back. They don't want to risk dying here. JW. Oh, that's nice. Looked nice. Was nice, but not working out well. Getting double peaked at the end of it. Brolin, with only a PT50, is trying the Elite spam. Probably not going to work. So Fnatic with this eco should just be getting wrecked, as in the meantime North have taken over the B-bomb site. They've cleared that one out fully, and Fnatic have no one here to even try and put somewhat of a defense up. So North are going to rotate that bomb safely, and Kiebi's just going to hang around looking for these exits. Might just go towards Boiler, watch short. Fnatic are rotating, and I'm sure they know the possibility of someone being in B, but does Flusher know that this lurk is so deep in the coffins. Gade already pushed, and yeah, Flush is not ready. No armor here for Fnatic, so this SMG is going to be lethal. Good grenade, but just falling short of Cajun, who was low. That grenade could have killed him and stopped the plant, but the only stopping is being done by Gade. He shuts off that rotation, and that will be another round for North. Fnatic can come back in with a buy, however.
You could see Gade being very, very vocal there as we cut back to him. Still believing this comeback can happen. Fnatic,
Yeah.
they've actually taken another eco.
They could have bought it, but just opted not to, wanting to get Molotovs and pistols with armor.
Ooh, that nade. Actually not going to find much, surprisingly. Gade getting the majority of those players that try to push down towards B, and North now they just fall back. They'll hold and wait for these two remaining players on the Fnatic squad to make themselves known. And now they know that Crims is over towards Boiler. I wonder if that will spur them over here towards Brolin at B. And now it definitely should.
Yeah, I like the decision for Fnatic to take a double eco either way, right? It's not like North are in this game in a big way. They're going to start to get confidence and a bit of money, but money doesn't really matter when Fnatic are already up to 14. One round, and they've locked in overtime at least, so... Fnatic now will be coming back in with all the money in the world. The AWP, even the double AWP is an option. I don't think they'll go for it, though. Similar to back on Nuke, you know, North just kind of trying to pull back a unreal scoreline, and in the back of their heads, they've got to be thinking, is this even winnable? But got to play till it's over. 14-8, JW's on that AWP. None for Yugi. The rifles have been paying dividends here for North, especially with that 4K clutch from Yugi just a couple of rounds ago on the A site.
Oh, setting up all this utility for the A site. This is allowing them to work towards taking this top mid control, but to do that, you've got to get past Crims, and Gade has mustered up the courage. Bomb still dropped back over in middle. Doesn't have to be the dedication here from North. No strangers to playing this slow, and with Brolin, the smashing of Gade from pit, I wondered if that was enough to make them turn away. Thankfully, Kirby up in the apartments. It is JW. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, but now he can't afford to take chances. Instead, he's got to try and get this trade over at long. Missed shot onto Yugi. Very optimistic there from JW, and this leaves just Golden up. Feels like it's got to be the save here from the IGL of Fnatic. 9th round on the board for North if they pick this one up, and Golden is a long way from this site. So yeah, it is just that save call coming in. Now you get a little bit worried if you're Fnatic. This is similar to what we saw back on Nuke, right? North, when it's them dictating the pace of the game, when they're allowed to play this slow default and run their game plan, Fnatic are struggling.
I would have loved to see Golden go all the way through T-Apps. He has a belter utility, and he could have thrown it into the pit and done the Dojanade, but that's me just being optimistic. North are going to have time to get outside of this site. Kirby's already left. He was low, though. And yeah, 2 players saving the pit, but around regardless for North. 9 on this T side. Slow and steady wins the race, Harry, but even so, Fnatic have so many more buy rounds before we can even begin to say this is happening for North. Won't be here, though. Another eco, and North should be able to get double digits pretty soon. Fnatic with what feels like their first tack pause of the entire series. At least one of them.
Yeah, they certainly haven't had to call many in, right? Maybe first half Nuke got a bit worrisome for them. Or CT side Nuke, rather. Which was the first half, yeah.
Believe in yourself, Harry.
it is on these CT sides that they've been struggling. And you feel like a lot of that as well because you're able to have less impact with your 2 stars that have been showing up, right? JW and Brolin. Think about Brolin, he's been down in the pit. So they've been coming A, and Brolin's been still putting up numbers. It's the rest of the guys there that have been faltering a little bit. This round, there's some investment on the board, lots of utility for Fnatic, so I don't doubt that we're going to just see them try and go for that delay play. Right, use these smokes. Try and whittle that clock away from North, and I think this is the way that you play against this slow default that they've been running, right? They're going to be running the clock down themselves. They haven't been too active, even once they've had the openers to just go running into bomb sites. If you're Fnatic, this is... Even though it's a round you don't have much into, it is a doable round. You know, you've got the M4 on Golden, you've got pistols on everyone else. We've seen these rounds work out before, but that is a belter of a shot hit by AZ. He actually might just look to go right in. Flusher, not ready for the pace being set, and justifiably so. North, they've been sticking to this very, very slow, regimented style of gameplay. Now they've sped this one right up. And they're already deep within the B site. 2 players left for Fnatic. This is going to be a 10th round on the tally for the Danes. And even then, Cajun B's on this wrap to try and take away from these saving players.
Brolin's waiting though. Oh, Cajun. Oh, he doesn't check it, but he reacts. 1 HP after the dink, and he gets the kill. We've seen so many 99-in-1s today. It's actually not fair. But whatever. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Flusher looking to hold on to this gun, but he is getting wrapped from CT spawn, and there's no way he survives this, you would think. Kiebi gonna check it, and there's the kill. North, 10 rounds now. Now we've got to start to consider this. It's been a while since Fnatic have had a successful CT round, and we see the problems of Inferno showing through, as they did for North in the first half. Well, now it's Fnatic's burden to deal with those constant saves that you've got to try and call. You lose the wrong fights, you can lose a round just off of 1 or 2 exchanges. AWP for Yugi, none for JW. Money is only just there for Fnatic. He could have had it with Kevlar, but he wants the utility as well. We've got a kit on Brolin for the retake, something that Fnatic have yet to really need to attempt. Lots of utility down Banana as well, just to keep North out of this position.
A big kill coming through that smoke. You know, you find Gade so many times on this T side. It's been Gade opening them up and creating all this space for the North squad. So removing him now, he's got to try and lead his 4 teammates from beyond the grave to a victory here. A man down, minute left on the clock. So time still plentiful for North. This deep banana control could give them a means of getting back into this round and maybe finding the equalizer. Luckily enough, Flusher and Golden just tag teaming that banana portion of the map, not leaving any room for North to maneuver. And in the meantime, this A-side play has been completely shut down by JW. Just Yugi at long, he'll get flashed, and now AZ alone, followed up onto 15-10. Fnatic arriving at match and series point. 5 rounds in a row needed for North. It doesn't feel impossible. But with Fnatic breaking that dry spell of rounds and remembering what it feels like to win again, it does leave you in a pretty sticky situation. North, do they have it in them?
24 kills on the likes of Brolin and JW, and AZ's on 23, so he really is trying his damnedest. Had some great defensive rounds on the CT side on that B site, but trying to entry now on long. JW, he's fully out of this one. He is running, and AZ is on the hunt. Not going to go through that smoke, just wrapping the A site. Brolin alone in the pit. He's the only A player. Fnatic can push down Banana all the way to mid. Brolin needs something here, but he's getting wrapped from Graveyard. Won't be able to even get a frag to his name. AZ besting him, taking his 24th, now matching. And Fnatic, do they just call the save? Do they bail immediately after winning the previous round? They know their money's on the edge, and with that death coming through, they want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, so 9 players staying alive inside of the server. If you're North, you're going to go hunting for some of these players. You don't want to let them save these 4 rifles, and you're up against match and series point anyway, so, you know, money's great and everything, but you don't really need to have as much as North do right now. Will they find any of these rifles? That's the question. JW giving up his position. The problem they're going to have is as they go around this corner, they run into the prying eyes of Golden. Not able to take the guns away, though, and that means a buy still available to Fnatic here. I think it's pretty easy for them just to write that one off, right? You lose Brolin down in the pit. You get locked out of the A site in the first 30 seconds of the round. You can bet they're not going to fall prey to another fast play from North like that again.
Yeah, that's a really nice call from North as well, right? Reading into the fact that every round, but Fnatic have been taking this banana control. So at the start, Fnatic have 3B because they're trying to use all their util, all their Molotovs, get those nades in as well towards Log. And, you know, North just go, okay, all we have to do is get past this AWP on long. They force JW into CT because he gets blinded in mid. He can't help out. And then boom, there's only 1A player left. So an elevated pace from North. And it's something that Fnatic should now be aware of. I mean, you can't really do that twice in a row if you're North anyway. So Fnatic, they don't have to go back to this AAA setup at the start of the round, but they might just do it anyway just to be safe. Let's see what North think is the appropriate setup for this round. Brolin's got a gun back now as the saves came through for Fnatic. We do have 3 on A this time, so not falling for the same mistake that has caught them out in the previous. Boost up on Porch, something we've not seen. But these mollies on short are going to mean the AWP cannot assist, so smoked off by Crims underneath. JW going to come and help. Flashes up top B. North going through Fnatic's deep smoke, and Fnatic going to have to call for Flasher to come back.
This foothold in the apartment's taken. What are North looking to do with it, though? Those nades trying to get AZ away from top banana, and they have repelled him right now. He's going to look to just fall back and hold the passive angle in case Fnatic wanted to try and retake top banana control. JW flashed off the angle, but Brolin here and still lying in wait. Down underneath the porch is Crims. You've got a lot of players to deal with here, and even as Kierby gets the first, that flashbang renders him useless. Fnatic, one more kill is all they need, but it's on to AZ. He's top of the board right now for North. 1 versus 3 required here from the man on our screens if he wants to keep the dream alive for his team. AZ up through banana he goes, and it's into the waiting arms of Golden. Round and game and series go the way of Fnatic. They are looking to impress here. They will take a very, very lightning fast 2-0 victory as they move up to the top of Group C. Looking good are the Swedes. For North, it's back to the drawing board. They got to focus on the games coming up tomorrow. There's still the analyst desk yet to come. Chad and James eagerly awaiting the chance to break down this blinder of a series. Join us after the break for that.